I'm gonna smash my unicorn horn down in there. The jar won't be this full. I'd already filled it up. So when I put the top on it, I shouldn't have put the top all the way down on it. Down my sprinkles are smashed in now, but y'all saw it on the picture. It's gonna be prettier when y'all get it, because it won't be this full. So anyway, this is my new baby. I love this smell. I'm sending Lacey and Chan the melts that I made. I'm keeping this jar. Y'all ain't getting this. So they can tell me about the set. And yes, that is a perk of them working for me. They do get to try a lot of new stuff. Okay, hold on. Let me turn these comments out because I have to jump in y'all comments. I'm going to turn the comments back on so we can talk if y'all want. But this is a soap, y'all. This is a bubble bath and a soap. And it is a dough. It is like Play-Doh. Okay? Like dough. And I'm going to post some videos tonight that show you how it lathers. It lathers perfectly. You can take a bit of it, a scoop of it. Don't take but a little bit. Literally wash your whole body with it. I was thinking about adding sugar to it to make it a scrub, because it would be a great scrub too. Or you can take it and run it under bath water and it will make bubbles like bubble bath. Like, I love it. And I'm calling it Ashley's Unicorn Shimmer Bubble Bath some shit. I don't know yet. But it'll be mine, because I'm the only one who obsessed with unicorns around here. But I'm excited about it. And it comes with the unicorn horn that y'all saw. Golden unicorn horn of cocoa butter. So you can break it up and use that in your bath for moisture, or use it in the shower and smooth all over yourself, and it'll leave a little shimmer on you from the gold. But yeah, it should take forever to use it. If you use, I typically use a sponge in the shower, and the smallest amount, I would say an amount half of this ball, about that much, makes a total shower. And like, that would take forever to get this. So you do not have to be heavy handed with this. This and the melts will be on the next drop. We are discontinuing Ashley's Scope Hearts and replacing it with this line. So if y'all love this set, then I may make it part of the regular line, because I do care for it. I like it. It's very airy. It's like salted cucumbers. It smells great to me. But yeah, this and the melts will be on. I ain't got no tissue. There we do. Come through, God. Will be on the next drop. Alright, so I'm gonna turn the comments back on. And if you guys have any questions, now like I said, I'm no guru or nothing. I know from my experiences, and that I live daily to try to be in bliss at all times, to be where he is, where God is, and to do the things that he asks me to do. Because when you're in bliss, you hear him clear. You can make clear decisions. You know things others don't know. It's amazing. Like, I've been right next to someone making a decision on something, and I'm like, so you don't see that? And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And then when I do, and it's like, and I'm like, you could have done this too. You're veiled. Do some work, girl. You can get there. Do the work. And not to say to my work, because you're never done on the journey. The work is never done. There's always work. There's always a situation that's going to come by that's going to test you and see, are you listening? Are you doing what he says do? You better listen, and you better do what he say do. Because if you don't, then you lose. And even if the test seems scary, like if it seems like I can't do this, you better just try. Just at least try. And once you do at least try, then you see, like, okay, I can't handle this. I can do this, so let's do it. And then you jump, and then everything's falling into place. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. Miracles, making miracles happen is beautiful. So anyway, if y'all want to talk for a little while, let's talk, because I know my youngin' is like, come on, I need you. Then when I say attached to the hip, honey, homegirl is attached. She kills me. Okay, so anybody have any questions, or if you want to talk anything, did I resonate anything with anybody? Has it helped? Has anybody heard some shit that, you know what, that's me? Cause that's me. When I listen to other people, it's a lot of people that I follow that I listen to. Some people I'll be like, girl, that's not And then other people I'll be like, that's me. You were hitting it. Say it. Say it. Say it. I like truth, y'all. I look for truth. It's like I love watching the Golden Girls. I know if y'all would watch my stories, I posted a picture of the Golden Girls squad. When I say those are 4 friends who keep it 100, they keep it 100 with each other. I love it. And I can't be real like this with my friends because they would get offended. They will straight up drop knowledge on them, drop some truth on them. When Rose would tell Blanche ass that she was basically a hoe, but she'll say it real nice, Blanche couldn't argue back. Blanche knew she was a hoe. Same thing. Same thing. Living single, same thing. Living single is just the black version of Golden Girls. Young black women versus old white women. Same exact situation. 4 friends who keep it honest with each other. They had several episodes where, some truth had come out and they had to deal with that truth. Like the episode where Khadijah slept with Max's professor that she liked. She had to end up telling her that truth. And she probably didn't before because she thought it would have hurt their relationship. However, once she did and told her the truth, then they could get past it and still be friends. People like to hold shit. Yes, Regine was Blanche, Sinclair was Rose, Khadijah was Dorothy, and Sophia was Max. They were the same freaking characters. Same freaking characters. But anyway, I like to watch stuff like that. That's like for real, for real. Open, honest, for it is shy. You look it too, baby. I'm telling you, I could feel all your energy through your pictures. I'm like, look at this couple killing it. I mean, she got this damn tattoo out. It's just looking gorgeous and shit. I love it. I love it, y'all. I live to see people sincerely enjoying life. Literally enjoying life and knowing that God is in control. You ain't worried about nothing. It like blings off of you. You can tell it. You can see it. It's amazing. I just want to take you. Shay, I would love to sit down and talk with you because I love you. If you want to, look, we can do that. Are the body mist going to be on the next job? Yes, they will be. Oh, thank you, Case. That makes me feel amazing. Like, this is what I wanted, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, I was worried. I'm like, God, that might be like, that's crazy. I mean, and he was like, be yourself. Do you. You want cuss, go on cuss. Just get the message out. Say the things that you know, the things that I've taught you. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to keep knowledge like this. And if y'all do the work, y'all got to find somebody else to give the knowledge to. So they can do the work. So they can live an open, honest life. So they can be authentic. For real authentic. And then shit start just making love to you. Stuff start falling into place. You start making money you thought you'd never make. You start doing things you thought you'd never do. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all, why am I doing this? Because I want to. Ain't nothing wrong with it. A 35-year-old woman up here getting tattoos like a nut. I want to. I'm not worried about what people say. Only reason why I never did it when I was younger because I was worried about what somebody would say about it. Worried about what they would say in corporate America. You are responsible for yourself. And if my tattoos offend you, you got some serious work to do. We should never be offended by anything or anybody. There's nobody that should be able to offend us. Anything they say that is not true shouldn't bother you. If they do say something that is true, you need to recognize it, step back and say, you know what? That shit is true. I'm going to change that. And you change it. And then it's over with. It's done. You've forgiven yourself for it. And then you move forward. You don't hang on it. You don't think about it. You don't dwell on it. You don't worry about it. You know that you've done the work. You've admitted to it. And then you can move forward. Keeping it Kelly. I know, girl. Look. And yes, I'm going to be honest. I smoke weed. I don't smoke every night. I normally smoke on Saturdays. That's my day. And I normally don't smoke during a drop unless I'm super tired and I need to sleep good. Oh, yay. I hope so, Natalie. That's what I was thinking. I said it's gonna be some that's not gonna feel me and understand what I'm trying to say because they haven't experienced anything like that. But I mean, when I say I have had to deliver some hard truth, I've had to step back and look at myself and say, yeah, you did that shit. You know you was wrong for it. You need to accept that and apologize and sincerely repent. Like people like, I just repent. It is more than just repenting. Sorry. Oh, Shay, you couldn't cry ugly if you tried. Get out of here. I ain't do too bad. Not as bad as I have been before. Yes, I hope um that if you guys do get the chakra set, oh, and the chakra set will come with, if you buy the set as a collection, because some people may not feel like all their chakras need work. If they don't, and they will be available separate and as a collection. If you buy it as a collection, then you get the bundle of free sage that you see pictured. You get the free sage with it, and you should always sage your products, because when we package a box and we take it to UPS or UPS picks it up, it is handed through a ton of different hands. Energy is energy, baby. And everything that they touch, their energy is added to it. So if their energy is effed up, it's going to show up to you effed up. So in order to clear all that out, a symbolism of sage is used. You wave it over it while it's lit and say, God, remove all negative energy from this. I want to use this in the purest and most honest form of, what am I trying to say? Symbolism, the honest form of doing it. You want to do it where it's clean and clear and there's nothing else attached to it but your own energy. So that's why I wanted to add the sage to it. Yeah, we gotta do the work. When are the new products coming? They're gonna be on the next drop. Oh, thank you, princess. You can buy them separately and as a set, and the free set gets the sage. No, we haven't announced the date yet. I want to see where we get with this drop. I ordered everything this morning, y'all. It was so crazy. I had to call my banker and be like, please raise the limit on my card, but I got a lot of shit to buy. And so it took me 3 hours to go through ordering everything. So we spent a ton of money this morning, but that's okay. I'm excited. I'm so ready to get back in the loft now. And that was one reason why I spent the last couple of days making stuff, so I can get back acclimated to it. Y'all, I got super lazy. This whole month being off and being able to just be in and out of bliss, because of course when you're living with a 6-year-old who is still young and her little brain don't be on what I'm trying to tell her. Like the way I explained it to her last night was magic. Like, she's 6, so she believes in magic. And I said, the magic is staying 2 steps ahead, baby. And the only way you can stay 2 steps ahead is if you got someone teaching you. And that's mama. I'm trying to teach you. So when I say don't do something, don't do it. Because if you do it, that means that you're not obeying. And you could do something that could hurt you. I've been here for 35 years. You've only been here for 6. You don't know everything. Homegirl thinks she know everything. And I was the same way. The same way. Same kid. I just could not, my mama could not talk to me calmly. And so the more she hollered and screamed, the more I ignored her and did what the hell I wanted to do. And was considered that hard-headed, badass child. And for a long time, I was mad with my mama for the things that, hollering and screaming and all that. But now that I look back and now that I understand that her chakras or her emotions were all effed up, then everything made sense. I'm like, shit, she didn't have the patience to deal with me when she was dealing with all that other shit. She needed me to sit down, shut up, stop doing that, don't do that, So I try to talk to her calmly and not have her scared of me, because I was scared of my mama. I was so scared of her that I didn't share things with her that I should have. Like when I got my period for the first time, I didn't even know what the hell that was. And I was like, I had a little boy touch me, and I thought that had caused the problem. But yeah, I did that shit. We all did that, y'all. Do not sit here and tell me you ain't never let a boy finger you on a bus when you was like 11, 12, when this shit was starting, when the body was starting to change, and you was starting to be like, what's that feeling down there? It has happened. That's what happens. But I was so scared to talk to her about this kind of stuff because I thought she would scream and holler at me. So I kept it to myself. Learned shit that I shouldn't have learned. Had thoughts, was thinking shit that wasn't true at all. And I mean, it was until I got older when I realized that hunching was not sex. Not like 30, y'all. I'm talking like or later on in the teens when you really understand what sex is. But like I don't want her to be scared of me in that way. I want her to the moment that she see a drop of blood in her panties, she come run, Mama, I think I got my period. So we can celebrate. So we can talk about what this means. And I can, tell her, this is your woman now. And we can have that core memory to share with each other later. And she can share with her daughter. It's about raising decent human beings that don't have to recover from their childhoods. And we all are. If you're in your 30s, if you're anywhere from 28 to 38, you are recovering from childhood trauma if you had a crazy one. So much stuff that you needed to get out and be truthful and honest about. So, yeah. That's because he's talking to you, Kelly. If it's on your mind, he's talking to you. He's trying to pull you in. He's trying to say, I'm choosing you. Yes, unicorn stuff is going to be on the next body drop next month. We have, y'all. I have not downloaded the group me chat thing back to this phone yet. But I will, y'all. I've been slowly adding apps as I need them. Still sulking a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, about losing my phone. But I know it's got to be for a better move. It's something he wants me to do if he's taking all of that away from me. So I'm ready for it, I guess. Do not call me a pastor, Jacoby. That's the last thing I want to be called. All right. Well, I'm glad. It looks like some of you guys heard me. I'm so happy. Yeah, Princess. See, that's the way it was. Like, it was like, like I wish now that I have listened to her as a young kid, because I would be fantastic right now, I think. But I didn't. And because I was a child, I wasn't necessarily responsible for that, but she was. And I think a lot of that is why she ended up having to leave this earth so soon. My mama died at 48. That's tender. That's young. I mean, she didn't even get to meet her first grandchild, but she was dealing with a lot, y'all. A lot. And when you got a lot on your plate like that and you don't know how to cleanse yourself and get back right, then, you end up suffering. And you have to forgive her for that, Melanin Naturally Beautiful, my boo. You have to forgive her for that, because she didn't know. You cannot lean to your own understanding. Yeah, girl, I found a place in California that'll do it for $700. But I ain't got $700 to give on this phone. I don't think I'm supposed to do that either. Oh, that's a young, tender age too, though. I'm sorry about your mom. And see, my dad died 6 months before my mom. Literally, exactly 6 months before her. He died September 6th, 1999. Mama died May 28th. We buried her on April the 1st. She died May 28th, year 2000. My senior year in high school. Like, I will never, ever, ever, ever. I would talk more deeper about my childhood and stuff in the book that I'm writing. I'm writing a book called Compassion. Well, it's called St. Anthony, the Face of Compassion. Because this is where things started, was with y'all. When he died, and I've talked to y'all about this before. When he died, on that picture that I posted of him announcing his death, it was like so many comments from people I had never seen before. Like, I try to keep up with y'all's names and faces and stuff, who orders and what their Instagram names are. But it was so many that made comments who said that my story touched them, or they cared about Aunt, they cared about my family. And like, to me, back then, I was like, why? You don't know me. Like, why would you care about me? But compassion is what make people care about others when you don't even know them. And listening and having that type of compassion for others, not just people you see who are hurting, but or people that you like, people that you don't care for, you should have compassion for. Like the people in my family that I want to get things straight, I still love them. I have compassion for them, and I want to see things turn around for them because I know it will. Empathy, exactly, Kenji Kiss. My level of empathy is like dumb high right now. I care too much, I think, sometimes. And sometimes I run into a problem where I'm like, okay, that's a lesson for you. I'm not going to take on that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to do that for yourself. And that will get you in trouble too. Like, you have to have discernment on those areas. Like, if you see someone doing something that is detrimental to themselves and they want you to join in on the detrimental shit, no, honey, you're going to have to learn how to work past that. I'm not finna coddle you. I'm not finna babyfy you. I'm not finna do it for you. I'm not finna give in and allow you to be a victim. You're going to have to work through this yourself. And that's hard to do, especially when it's somebody you love. But if you get in the way, you're getting in God's way because He's working with them. If you see them pulling on you, He's working on them. You let Him do His work. And all you are there for is support. You be supportive, you be kind, you be patient, but you do not get in the way and do it for them. It's like getting a child, letting a child ride a bike, teaching a child how to ride a bike. You put them on the bike and you let them go. If they fall, encourage them, tell them to be patient, make them feel better, get back on that bike and try again. You don't let them give up and say, well, it's okay, baby. You ain't got to learn to ride a bike. That's making them a victim. That's telling them it's okay to give up. It's okay to stop. And that's a small situation riding a bike. But wait till they get in high school. Wait till they get an adult. And all they've known is to give up. Oh, well, don't do that, baby. It's scary to do that then. You ain't got to do that. When you start instilling fear in them like that, that fear lingers on into adulthood. And it makes them not want to trust God. They don't truly trust God if they're still fearing doing better, fearing going off, fearing leaving. Like so many people who won't leave the town they were born in because they fear what's outside of that. Like, why would you fear anything that God made? He made this entire world for us to enjoy. We're not supposed to sit here and not enjoy it. That's insane to me. Do not, and exactly, Natalie, it is a disability. And until you allow that person to work through their fears, they'll always be stuck there and they'll always keep you there with them if you let them. You got to be strong enough to not let them. Otherwise, you miss your lesson. It's a lesson for you and it's a lesson for them. Everything is a lesson. If you're at a stoplight and someone pulls out in front of you, your reaction is a lesson. Your reaction will say whether or not you are, if your chakras are fucked up or if your chakras are great. If someone pulls out in front of you, you have to slam on brakes and you almost beat your head against the freaking steering wheel and you don't react and you just say, Lord, help that person, because obviously they're not watching what they're doing. They're distracted and they're going to cause an accident. Lord, cover them in your blood right now. And you say that with sincerity, that's a merit. That's God saying, I hear you, bruh. I hear you. I hear you. You got to get that road rage under control, Walida. You got to understand people are hella distracted these days. People text and drive. People's minds are on Facebook. People's minds are on the person they screwing. People's minds are all over the place. All over the place. And they all need some type of help. But a lot of people don't know it. They just feel like they're fine until something happens. And then they don't even want to blame themselves. They want to say, well, so-and-so pulled out in front of me first, or this person did that. And I'm like, no, you did that. You got to take responsibility for your actions. You will, princess. Keep trying. Keep heading there. Because if he know you want him, he will make himself available. If he know that that's where you ready to go, he will make himself available. And after Aunt died, all I had was God. I'm like, I don't know what to do next. Like I said before, I was in a literal depression, in a deep depression, like one that I wasn't really sure I could come back out of, because my biggest fear, and this is a fear that that he made me overcome. My biggest fear was walking in this room and me seeing him not breathing, seeing me seeing him dead. And I didn't want that. I wanted anybody else to find him, not me. And he made sure that morning I did. This, if y'all ever saw this tattoo, this 7-Eleven on my arm, that's what that is for. That morning I woke up at exactly 7 o'clock, 7-Eleven. And my first thought was, let me go check on Aunt, because he had been sick the night before. And I remember I was dreaming, and I promise y'all, this is no lie. As I was waking up from this dream, I could hear the sound or hear the voice say, don't worry, I got you. And I wonder, so what is that about? And, and then, it seems like as soon as you wake up out your dream and you start thinking about reality, you forget the whole dream. So I didn't even have time to stop and think about, what did I dream about that I need to be got for? And my concern was, let me go in here and check on Aunt. And as soon as I walked in here, as soon as I saw his face off of that pillow, because he had moved his body to flat on the bed, I knew it then. And I mean, that the feeling, the fingertips, the gut feeling, all of it happened. I'm like, fuck. And I just started screaming. And that scream woke Gia up, and she was tormented with that scream for a long time. And I think and every now and then she still has to get in the bed with us. And I'm trying to break her of that, because you can't sleep with me. You won't be this adult that's this needy to have somebody in the bed with you. But I want to blame me some, because I scared the hell out of her that morning. And she don't ever want to hear me scream like that again. I don't want her to hear me scream like that again. Tell him you want to hear him again, and he will. You have to believe that, though. Do the work. You do the work. Step back and analyze everything in your life, and analyze every relationship, everything you've ever done. Step back and ask for clarity, and he will give it to you, y'all. I'm serious. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I need to go rinse. My doctor has me rinsing my nose, irrigating. It should help too. I hate doing it, but it helps. And it's so much better. I can breathe. I can smell. I'm so happy. I ain't been able to smell in so long. He is. He's waiting on us. That's it. That's it. Oh. It's okay, people. Ask God to deliver you from this sadness. Once you start getting closer to him, he start making you understand what death means. We're not supposed to be sad in death, y'all. I mean, we're sad that we lost someone we love, but you have to realize these people are placed in our life for a reason, for the time frame that they were given, and because they may have died sooner than you want to, doesn't mean that that's not the way it was supposed to be. Whatever they were doing in their lives was their responsibility that led them up to that death. But whatever you got from them, whatever lessons you learned from them, those are the things that you cherish. And that's how I feel about Aunt. I only had Aunt for 16 years. But when I tell you I learned so much from that kid, from a kid who couldn't talk for the last 4 years of his life, couldn't speak a word. Hell, most of his life he said the same thing over and over again. Eat, eat, eat. My baby wanted to eat. He wanted to eat, and he wanted you to get out his face. That was get out his face. But he said base. Get out my base. That's about all Aunt would tell you. And he would say ma over and over again. Ma, ma, ma. That's about it. But when I tell you, that kid taught me everything. Taught me so much. Taught me even more after he passed. And to know that he was suffering in his little old body, suffering to stay here to teach me all the lessons he was supposed to teach me, I can only be grateful. I can't be sad. You can't be sad about something like that, for someone that loves you that much to suffer that long for your good. You have to look at it like that, y'all. Crap, I'm missing all y'all's freaking comments. I'm going to have to go back in here and read all the comments. Okay, for real, I'm going to go. And she probably did. P-Bray 216. Go into meditation and ask God. He will give you the answers to that, y'all. Y'all gotta quiet yourself. Quiet your mind to listen. Okay, I'm finna go because I could be on here all night talking about God, y'all. That's my dude. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. I hope y'all got something from this, and I hope that it helps someone heal tonight, bro. This whole world needs some serious healing, y'all, and it starts with us. It's not going, I mean, it's okay to go to church and stuff every Sunday, but it's not okay to go to church and still be ugly at church. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be around like-minded individuals and fellowship and talk about real shit and be authentic with each other. It starts with yourself. Start with yourself. Do the work. Get closer. All right? Love y'all. Good night.